Let's get right into it. Number 6. Breathing wrong. You've been breathing your entire life. Congratulations, gold star. Now here's the uncomfortable twist. You're probably doing it wrong. Modern life has turned breathing into this shallow, panicked chest flutter, shoulders rising, tiny sips of air, basically the respiratory equivalent of scrolling TikTok at 2% battery. Your body was designed to breathe deep into the diaphragm, that big dome-shaped muscle under your lungs, but instead, we breathe like we're permanently being chased by a mild inconvenience. When you breathe shallowly, your nervous system thinks something is wrong. It activates your sympathetic response, the fight or flight setting. Your brain goes, ah yes, clearly we are being hunted by a spreadsheet. Heart rate increases, muscles tighten, you feel vaguely stressed for no reason. But here's the trick nobody explained in school. Your breath is the remote control to your nervous system. Slow, deep breathing activates the vagus nerve, which tells your body, relax, we are not currently fighting a tiger, it's just emails. The correct way? Belly expands when you inhale, chest stays mostly chill, long, slow, exhale. If your stomach isn't moving, you're basically hyperventilating politely. Think of it like this. Shallow breathing is your body running Windows 98 inches panic mode. Diaphragmatic breathing is upgrading to a calmer operating system. Basically, you've been accidentally stress texting your brain for years. Number 5. Sleeping like a goblin. Somehow, we were taught that sleep is just closing your eyes and hoping for the best. No one explained sleep cycles. No one explained that waking up mid-cycle feels like being resurrected against your will. Your sleep runs in roughly 9 0-minute cycles. Light sleep, deep sleep, REM, repeat. If your alarm goes off in the middle of deep sleep, your brain is like, absolutely not, and you wake up feeling like you were hit by a philosophical truck. That groggy, disoriented, slightly angry version of you, that's sleep inertia. It's not laziness. It's your brain still buffering. And then there's blue light. The tiny glowing rectangle you stare at before bed is basically whispering to your brain, it's noon. We are thriving. Your brain responds by suppressing melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy, so you lie there at 2 a.m., rethinking a conversation from 2014. The skill nobody taught you. Time your sleep in 90-minute blocks when possible. Reduce light an hour before bed. Wind down like a human being, not a raccoon with Wi-Fi. You don't suck at mornings. You just keep challenging your circadian rhythm to a duel and losing. Number 4. Listening to respond. You've probably had a conversation where the other person nods while clearly waiting for their turn to talk. And here's the twist. You do it too. Most of us weren't taught how to actually listen. We were taught how to pause politely before inserting our own story. While someone's talking, your brain is busy crafting a response, checking if their story relates to yours, or planning a witty comeback. That's not listening. That's conversational dodgeball. Real listening is uncomfortable. It means shutting down the internal monologue. It means tolerating silence for 2 whole seconds. It means asking follow-up questions instead of pivoting to, that reminds me of when I. Psychologically, this happens because your brain loves itself. It prioritizes your thoughts as more important than incoming data. Efficient? Yes. Socially destructive? Also yes. When you genuinely listen, something weird happens. People like you more. They feel seen. And ironically, you talk less, but matter more. The life skill here isn't talking better, it's resisting the urge to turn every conversation into a TED Talk starring you. Basically, most arguments aren't about disagreement. They're about 2 brains fighting for microphone control. Number 3. Standing like a shrimp. Picture this. You're hunched over your phone, spine shaped like a question mark, neck craned forward like you're investigating ants. That posture? It's slowly gaslighting your skeleton. Nobody explained that posture isn't about looking confident, it's about physics. Your head weighs around 10-12 pounds. When it tilts forward, that weight multiplies in strain on your neck and spine. At a 4-5 degree tilt, your neck feels like it's holding a small child. Your muscles adapt to whatever you repeatedly do. Slouch long enough, and your body decides, this must be the new default setting. Tight chest, weak upper back. Random neck pain that feels like betrayal. But here's the part school never covered. Posture also feeds back into your brain. Studies show that slumped posture can subtly lower mood and energy. Upright posture slightly boosts alertness. Your body and brain are in constant negotiation. The skill isn't sit up straight, like an angry teacher. It's awareness. Stack ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head upward. You're not just adjusting bones, you're recalibrating the interface between your skeleton and your nervous system. In other words, stop folding yourself like a depressed lawn chair. Number 2. Managing boredom. Here's a terrifying experiment. Sit in a room for 10 minutes with no phone. No music, no notifications, just you and your thoughts. Feels illegal, right? We were never taught how to handle boredom, so now the second there's a gap in stimulation, we grab our phones like they're oxygen tanks. But boredom isn't a glitch, it's a feature. When you're bored, your brain shifts into something called the default mode network. That's the system involved in creativity, self-reflection, and connecting random ideas. It's the mental equivalent of your brain wandering into a workshop and tinkering. But if you immediately drown boredom in content, your brain never gets to tinker. It becomes dependent on external stimulation. The irony? The more stimulation you consume, the less interesting everything feels. It's like blasting your taste buds with sugar until fruit tastes like disappointment. The skill nobody taught you is how to tolerate stillness. Let your mind wander. Let it itch a little. That itch is cognitive growth trying to happen. Basically, boredom isn't your enemy, it's your brain knocking softly and asking, "Can we think for a second?" Number 1. Saying no without exploding. The most advanced life skill nobody properly taught you, how to say no without guilt, drama, or a 3-paragraph apology. Instead, we learned one of two extremes. Either you say yes to everything and quietly resent everyone, or you bottle it up until one day you snap and go full villain monologue. Here's the truth. Boundaries are not aggression, they're clarity. When you say yes to something you don't want to do, your body knows. There's tension, irritation, that low-level annoyance that builds like a microwave hum in the background of your life. Psychologically, people-pleasing is often about avoiding discomfort. You'd rather inconvenience yourself than risk someone being mildly disappointed. But here's the twist. Short-term discomfort prevents long-term resentment. A clean, "I can't commit to that" is powerful. No essay, no fake excuses about imaginary dentist appointments, just calm clarity. The irony? People respect clear boundaries more than vague compliance, and if someone doesn't, that's useful data. Saying no doesn't make you selfish, it makes you honest, and honesty is way less exhausting than pretending to be endlessly available. Your life isn't meant to be an all-you-can-eat buffet for other people's requests. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.